Welcome back to Squdding Quads, Comms Flight 29, the. Today we visit the field. The winds were ferocious, gale force almost. Some might say we had widespread gales.
I'm not on drugs. I'm on pills, for God's sake!
But Gail will deny that. The winds were so bad upon the field that even poor Doris had to wear a long skirt and even a pair of knickers.
Plenty of sexing now.
I know. That's just how bad it was. Anyway, let's fucking go. What I wanted to do is to talk about how we break down barriers with the non-FPV flying public. So I've had a lot of people come up to me and I spoke to them. I've tried to break down as many barriers as possible. However, I had an interaction with a gentleman this week that I really wanted to share with you all. So it was a very elderly gentleman, sorry, I shouldn't call him old. He was an elderly gentleman, probably in his 70s, 80s, and we was talking about drones, and he was sort of semi-interested, but didn't quite realise quite what I was doing or how capable the FPV drone was that I had. So I had my goggles on my head and I thought, you know what, the best way of breaking down the barriers here is let's show the people who show the interest the DVR. So I replayed the last flight and instantly he said, whoa, this is amazing. He said, I'm going to fall over, and he actually put his arm out and grabbed a hold of my arm. And this is a stranger that I'd only just met. I could have been anybody. He was an elderly gentleman. The barriers were instantly broken down because he had hold of my arm as he was watching the DVR of the flight that I'd just done. Absolutely incredible. Genuinely incredible. So I do like to make these comms funny. I do like to visit the spank and wank bang. However, I do also think it's really important that we as FPV pilots break down as many barriers as we can, because I spoke in a previous comms about I'll call her a lady because I won't be too disingenuous about the fact that she looked like a dump truck.
My double chin is better than yours.
But hey, I'll call her a lady. She called the police on me. She didn't want to listen to reason.
Ball! Give her the ball! Now! Give her the ball!
So it is really important that when we do have people that don't know anything about FPV but that do show an interest, that we're able to break down these barriers. Now, I'm trying that with the comms videos by making them light-hearted so that potentially they might get sent to somebody who might not be interested in drones but might like the jokes. That's sort of the idea, that I can get them out to as many people as possible so as many people as possible can see, like, you know, what we're doing in FPV. But like I said, this gentleman had hold of my arm. He watched the entire flight on the DVR in the goggles, and he went away and said, he thanked me very much for my time. He said that's the most amazing thing he's ever seen. He didn't expect to see that ever in his lifetime. You've got to remember, if this gentleman was, say, 80 years old, he was born in, somebody do quick maths for me, 50, 60, I don't know, 40s, I don't know.
To the question, I'll give you $100 right now. Okay. What's 5 times 5 minus 3?
5 times 5.
Yes.
25.
Man, let me go, man. I got some people out
Mainly because I'm trying to read a script and think at the same time, and I'm clearly not a woman, so I clearly can't multitask. So when he was born and when he was growing up, they had 2 channels on the TV. It was black and white. There was nothing live. We're live streaming to these goggles at a bit rate and a quality that we didn't even have on TV not that long ago. The barriers that we've got to break down are massive, and I think we do that, and I encourage every single FPV pilot in the world who listens and watches this. The way we break down these barriers is we show the public our DVRs. So if they show an interest, have a chat with them and then say, would you like to see what I've just done?
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Bring up your DVR and hand them your goggles. Keep hold of the control, keep hold of the cord just in case you try and run off with your goggles though. But genuinely, I think that's the way of doing it. But you've been amazing and I've been quads. Thank you.